Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about when people who have been victims of, say, narcissistic abuse. That's what people seem to call it these days. Of any kind of abuse that, or yeah, that you were basically taught this of how to marginalize yourself, that you don't matter as much as somebody else, and it might not have been told to you straight out to do that, but the implication was there, or the consequences if you didn't were there, something like that. And that's what you learn. It was a bit of the whole part of to be seen and not heard. That children should be seen and not heard. Yeah. And sure, children should be taught when to be quiet. Okay, that they need discipline. Be quiet whenever you're in the hallways at schools and you're walking past other classrooms. Yeah. Okay, in some schools, they do this thing called buckle and bubble, for elementary age students. It's called buckle and bubble. They have to bubble their mouths and they buckle their hands behind their back so they're not touching everything and every other student and pushing them around or anything like that. Yeah, sure, children should learn these things, but this kind of goes beyond it. It goes way deeper beyond it. Some of it is literal. They like a get together or something with adults. They want the children to be quiet. Some even say, they can be seen but not heard, or they actually don't want them to be seen. They want the children to go to their rooms whenever there's anybody, else around. Okay. Okay, now they could do it in many ways to ensure that a child really doesn't have a voice to them. They just don't have any right to speak. Seriously, they take away the child's freedoms. They take away the child's ability to learn how to develop their own opinions, speak their own opinions. Have other people tell them, how they view their opinions, their views, their whatever. And the child doesn't develop that, okay, unless, of course, they learn it in school or something, but at home what they learn is they need to be silent. That can be very confusing for a child. At school they can do this, but at home they can't. And at school they're asked to do this. They're asked for their opinions. They're asked for, the homework, what was their opinion on a book or whatever. But at home, no, you can't. Okay, around anybody around your parents, no, you can't. And, especially young children, growing up in that, what do they learn? What really do they learn? The question, whether they not learn. And that can be very bad, especially a child that's neglected in this way or punished for if they even try as they grow and develop. Now, what about when you become an adult? Can you develop your own views on something, or have you been taught to only repeat what somebody else says? The whole mantra mentality that I talk so much about, mentioned in the videos. Some people, when they get older, they'll get in relationships with people who are just like their parent. That parent, the bad one. I always hated hearing that when I was younger, that you get in a relationship, if you had been born and raised in something that was dysfunctional, you get into a relationship with a person like the person, they would say parent, who was abusive. Now, to me, it was, I didn't like that whole thought anyway, but to me it wasn't always, as I got older, I thought, it's not always the parent, a parent. And it doesn't have to be a family member either, but it can be a family member, a sibling, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, grandparents, you see. Somebody who, when you were young, when the person was young, they treated them, were narcissistic, abused, dysfunctional, whatever. So a person might meet and marry somebody who is just like that parent that kept them to be, that children should be seen and not heard. And as they grow and develop into an adult, they get with somebody in that kind of relationship, somebody who's like that too, that your opinion doesn't matter. It's only the other person their opinion that matters. At some point, whether you stay in it, relationship, maybe you can't leave. I'm going to do a whole video, maybe again. Some people can't leave, not won't, but just can't. And, whether you're in it or not, and you realize you need to find your own voice. You need to be able to speak your own voice. It's not easy, can you tell? Yeah, I went through this. And just to be able to, writing is one thing. For me, writing is easy. It is very easy. But speaking is difficult because I've been through this. I have been through when people try to silence me or silence others. It's not just me, okay? The people who are that abusive, people who are, narcissistic, that only they are the ones who should yeah, let me try to say that again. Who should shine? Boy, I'm telling you. But no, they will put the other person, make the other person stay silent, remain silent. They'll talk over them. They'll, just be so loud, like histrionics. Oh boy, do I know histrionics. But they're so loud, they talk over you. They, try to make everything that you say sound stupid. And your thoughts are stupid, and everybody, they have that charm that other people will listen to them when they're cutting you down, and they don't, other people don't see it. They just don't think that that's what it was going on, but it is the inside taunt, and so, but when you have been through this and you have seen this, trying to find your voice might not be easy at all. It might be very difficult. And I mean that in more ways than one. Like I was saying, just to be able to speak your mind, but to develop your own thoughts, not thoughts that somebody else has told you to think that way, or there will be severe consequences. Some of us went through that. Yeah, we did. And just to develop and say, I don't have to listen to them anymore. I don't have to listen to anybody. Now, I'm not talking about doing anything that's harmful, hurtful, harmful, illegal, or anything like that, or, no. I'm just saying to have your own thoughts, your own views, how you see things, how you truly see them, not what they told you to see. That's not easy. If you have been kept down under somebody's thumb, that there are severe consequences and all that, might not be easy at all. Anyway, I think I said enough for this. It is my choice to say that I said enough on this. You got it? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Talk to y'all in another video. Bye. I think I left something out. The whole thing about you get into a relationship with somebody like your parent, and what the thought was that you do so you can try to fix what was broken with your parent. But like I said, I don't think it's always just your parent. And I never really liked that at first. But yeah, as I got older, I could see it. People can do that. I wouldn't say it's across the board, but yeah, friends, not just relationship as far as a marriage or something serious like that, but anything, friendship, whatever. So I thought I'd add that.